Coach.
Woo. You can say that again. Ooh, I felt like I played. Lord have mercy. Let's see here.
Star of the show, right, Harry?
Mm-hmm.
How do you hit 10 free throws in a row and only hit the rim once?
Confident. That part. Tonight's victory was a good home win for us, coming off of that 2-game losing streak that we suffered on the road against Marshall and James Madison. I felt like we came home and we regrouped and we were able to beat a good app team, and then we were able to come out tonight and put forth a tremendous display in front of our alumni that came home tonight. For us to win against Georgia State, that shows me that our confidence is where it needs to be. We have steadied the ship, and now we're able to set sail and go on the road in hopes of getting some much needed wins against Texas State.
You guys, free throws. You hit 12 in a row in the last 15. Especially her, she hit 10 in a row.
Yes.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, amazing. I probably say expected. That's what I expect because we put together a team that should be able to handle pressurized situations and rely on their confidence and their mechanics and knock the shot down. I love the fact that we got to the line 33 times. It's very comforting to know that we're attacking the rim and we're doing it with strength and physicality to be able to draw the foul and potentially get the and one. India is the type of player where her game is so physical, especially when she decides to put the ball on the floor, that something good should come out of it. A good shot attempt. She can find people in small nooks and crannies, but more than anything, she can get into the body of bigger defenders or smaller defenders to get and ones or get to the free throw line. And she did a great job of stepping up when we needed the most and making her shots. Good job.
You were hurt last game. How does it feel? It didn't appear to be favoring it at all.
I feel a lot better. I've been getting treatment, and the coaches and Angela and the trainer, they've been doing everything they can to get me better. So I'm just happy I'm here.
Ice and all that.
Yeah.
And your
Every day, all
green
day.
juice.
Yeah. Definitely not that.
We gave her a special concoction of juices and berries. She didn't really like it, but it performed a miracle.
It wasn't that. Definitely the ice.
A question for both you,
Okay.
Coach, and India. 12 players played. This is a common theme this year of having a very deep team and a deep bench from coaching perspective and from the perspective of being a player. How does having such a deep team and being able to go regularly through the bench and play, people lots of minutes, how does that factor in?
So detail everybody, stay ready because you never know when the number calls. So when we coming out, it's another one coming in, and we know like they come in, they bring everything they got. So and being that deep helps us stay fresh. So
Yeah. And that's the mindset. We didn't recruit players to have them come and just sit on the bench. We recruit players so that they can come and they can be an integral part to our success. And with the effort that is required for us to win, we know that players are going to give a 110% effort on both ends of the floor. People aren't going to be able to play 40 minutes maintaining that level of consistency that we love to see displayed. So our players know from the starters to the second starters that you have an opportunity to come and play in the game. And we do it based off of the matchup and what the game is telling us we need. Is it a shooter? Shooters, be ready because this is your night. They want to play zone defense. Let's space that thing out. Let's get good attempts up. And that's Halima Salat. And that could even be Evie as well. So everyone knows that there's an opportunity and a chance for them to touch the floor. It's just a matter of them going out and producing and being efficient with it. We also do it because we don't want to bite ourselves in the butt later in the season when we get to conference tournament time, and now people are ran into the ground and the legs are heavy, body is beat up, and now that's the most important moment of the year. They can't call it out of them because they're just fatigued. So playing everyone and they get ample playing time is a good thing for us now, and it's setting us up for success later.
That was a problem last year, wasn't it? Ari and others were
Yes.
really tired.
Yes, it was. And Amari Young, she gave us her all. She just reminded us last night. Remember, I broke my leg in the game against James Madison. She tried her hardest and ended up injuring herself because she was just fatigued, and it wears on you. So we're learning. Even the coaches have lessons to learn. We want to get more people acclimated in the regular season of conference play, so that come conference tournament time, people are fresh and they're confident, and there's a familiarity and connectedness that all of them have with one another.
Did it feel good to have Tisha and Wendy and all these great players watching?
Oh yes, yes. I thought that that was a treat. It's always a treat when you have the alumni come back home. They're coming back home, and they bring an energy about them, and many of them bring a championship type energy and effort, and we welcome that. That's something we've been speaking on from day one. And those same individuals, they didn't just come for alumni night. They've been here in the summertime. They were here in the non-conference play. We'll have Zooms, whatever we got to do to keep them. Uh, as a part of this family, we do it. And I think that the players appreciate that, as well as the vets. They appreciate that too.
Tisha and Nancy have both come by.
Yes, they have. Yes, they have. Tisha, Nancy, Nadine, Adrian Goodson. I could go down the list. That we've even had managers from that 97, 98 teams that have come back. Felicia, everybody has come through to show support.
India, talking about championship effort. I know you're 18 points. Harry talked about all the free throws, 12 of 14 from the line, but I don't want to get lost in the shuffle. 8 rebounds. So you're not the tallest person out there. Talk about rebounding and how important that is in your game.
I would just say sometimes when my teammates shooting the ball or laying the ball up, I try to read like where I think the ball going and just use my speed to get around other players. So just I like to hustle.
Yeah. And she's deceptive. There's a lot that is packed in this small package. She has big time heart. I love her vision and how she plays the game. She has a speed and a tempo that is just fast, but then it's physical at the same time. And she's a lot of fun to watch. I remember going to JUCO Nationals and seeing her. We were sitting there and just watching her in transition. I looked at Coach Rowe because he wanted me to sit and watch her game. And I was like, is this legit? This is her every night. He was like, I knew you would like her. I was like, hell yeah, I like her. We got to get that one in the bag. And I'm so happy that she has joined our family because she's a tremendous asset to everything that we do on both ends of the floor. Her and Kay Clark, Kay Clark, we want her to be our defensive player of the year. I don't want it to go to a big that's just in there blocking shots when this is a guard oriented league, so it might be easy. I want it to go to the individual that's locking up every single night, getting steals, being disruptive, holding their leading scorers well under their average. Kay Clark deserves to get her flowers by being Defensive Player of the Year. But India Buford and Jordan McLaughlin aid Kay in that journey by the way they communicate on the floor, the connectiveness that they have as a trio, and just them just wreaking havoc the way that they do within the system that we have designed. So I'm hoping and praying that the basketball gods will grace us with that opportunity to have Kay Clark be a Defensive Player of the Year.
Speaking to that point, Coach, you knew Kay was going to be a factor in forcing steal or getting the steals. You now with Buford have the number 1 and number 2 players in the conference with respect to steals and steals per game. EB, I know you didn't have any tonight, but can you just talk about what that part of your game means?
It means a lot because Coach D
battle.
always preaching defense, and it's just about effort and your mindset, and that's what we like to do: defend, turn people over, so we can get easy points. So that's what we try to bring every night.
Yeah. And they have a good battle going on in practice. She'll tell Kay, I'm the Defensive Player of the Year. And so Kay, that perks her up. And she's like, oh, yeah, bet. Watch this. So I love the competitive spirit that the two of them have towards the defensive end.
Obviously, Coach, right off since tip, you wanted to establish the inside presence. How do you feel Lynetta played?
Oh my goodness. She has been the missing piece. We didn't have her on the road trip, but I'm so glad that we have her back and she's healthy and ready to go. We need that baby hook. That baby hook with the left and the right hand, she's ambidextrous when it comes to her inside play with that move. That is a for sure solid high percentage attempt every time we get her the ball in the paint. When you can go to a hook shot like that around the rim, something good is going to happen. And even if she misses, I'm still confident enough in her abilities and her shot making abilities to call the play back to back for her. And I think that her players love, her teammates love having her on the court because it's a for sure shot. And her ability to block shots, alter shots, and rebound the basketball all play big in us being successful.
Anybody else? All right, Coach Edie, thank you.
Thank
you.
y'all.
Congratulations.
Thank
Getting
you.
good at this, girl. Getting good. No one would think you shy.